Hi everyone, Boomer here for Caravel Gaming, and we are going to be entering a period of constructed activity on the channel. After spending this past Saturday at the fireside gathering at Meltdown in London, we've all, it looks like, got the constructed itch, shall we say. So we've been playing a little bit of the new season, or a little bit of constructed. I'm at about rank 14 at the moment, trying to make a bit of a push in the next few days. And I have a few decks that are around here. The Warlock Zoo deck we've already seen, Handlock and Miracle Rogue I believe Maddie and Lee have spoken about, and I've got a few Druid decks as well that all seem to share the same problem. However, I figured that for today, for at least a little bit, I'm going to be playing Ramp Druid, or at least a version of it. So let's just have a quick look at the deck before I go anywhere. I don't have all the legendaries that are necessary for this deck, but I do have things that I can put in place until I do manage to craft those legendaries. Pretty much the deck is just straight up ramp into basically either a really fast Druid of the Claw, like turn 2 or 3 Druid of the Claw. Your 7 drops are going to be your sort of mainstay of this deck, and obviously you've got a few like high-powered legendaries at the top. One thing I am missing, which is a big miss for this deck, is a Cairn. That's a really big miss for this. The Azure Drake really shouldn't be here, but I've just put it in because I really don't have anything else I could put in. Maybe put in a second Auctioneer. The Auctioneers are actually quite a cute idea in this deck. Guessing a lot of it is because like the later and later you get into the game, cards like Innovate, Wild Growth and like your Nourish become that little bit worse, so it's always nice to be able to cycle them for a card. I like the one Healing Touch just because of all the rush decks that seem to be out there at the moment. There seems to be a lot of rush from the last few games that I've played. I've played a lot of Warrior Rush and a few Hunter Rush decks as well, so it seems like everyone's trying to get up the ladder as fast as possible. Anyway, let's get into the arena. I am going to play this Ramp Druid deck and we'll see where we get with it. As I said, all the Druid decks seem to share basically the same problem, and that problem is that if they don't draw their early ramp, because all the decks play Innovate no matter what. So, if they don't draw their early ramp,
versus Jaina,
they're just incredibly vulnerable.
I must protect the
And here's like a classic example. This is an obvious mulligan of all 3, and if I don't get something good off the mulligan, this could just be an auto loss. Yeah, so we're not doing much, shall we say, at this point. Hopefully the mage won't come out like a house on fire with like Mana Worm, double mirror image or something like that, otherwise we are in trouble.
Mind if I roll need?
I'm fine with this.
For the wild.
Right. Perfectly fine with the mage using her coin at that point.
Mind if I roll need?
Okay. We're both playing the slow game here, but I'm pretty sure that a druid can outmatch even a mage in late game. Obviously, I've got to kind of avoid Pyroblast, but the Healing Touch should help me do that. And got 2 gigantic taunts that can only be killed by Polymorph, so I'm okay with that situation.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Yeah, this looks like a... That's pretty. Wow. Okay. As they say in the business, we have trouble at mill.
For the wild.
Okay, so I'm going to need a swipe. In fact, a swipe won't even do it. This is going to be rough. Okay, I'm going to make a Taunt Druid and hope that
Where shall I strike?
I'm basically hoping miracles occur at this point because I'm pretty sure I can't bust this board. This Druid Ramp deck doesn't play Force of Nature, so therefore I just simply can't break this board. I don't have a Blood Mage either, and that's like the only other way that I could potentially bust this board. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty much a nut draw from the Mage deck, and I don't think there's a single card in my deck that can beat it, so we're gonna see. So, again, as I said earlier, we got the classic problem with this Druid deck, which is basically if you don't draw ramp and your opponent gets anything like a decent draw, you're in serious trouble. It always amazes me because a lot of these decks that people say, oh, this deck's absolutely amazing, and it's like, you've just run incredibly hot. I had the same thing in Hex, where I believe it was a Ruby Sapphire deck that someone was playing. It was like, this deck's amazing, it beats black-white, and I played it for about 30 or so games, and I got mana screwed in 15 of them because his mana base was so terrible. It's like, yeah, you've actually just run insanely hot and got away with it. Again, mulliganing to try and find ramp, or at least some early. I keep drawing the one healing touch in my deck. Can't draw any of the 5 ramp cards in it, but I can draw my healing touch every game. Now we wait while the Pally decides if he wants to do anything on his first turn. Or if he's even here. Oh, there we go, finally. Well, since we've not got ramp, I guess I'm just going to punch him in the face for a bit. I mean, the sort of advantage I have is that reinforcement isn't really great against Druid because I can just keep killing it. The bad side is that Paladin has like equality, so I've got to play around that.
Reporting for duty.
Again, I don't want to cycle my Wrath at this point because, you know, the Wrath in my hand is worth a lot more than cycling it to kill a 1/1.
Reporting for duty.
And again, I'm perfectly happy playing this game if he wants. I don't really want to use Keeper of the Grove here. If I cast Yeti and he has Blessing of Kings or True Silver, he takes it out. So, again, I'm quite happy just playing the waiting game here. Druid can pretty much outpower any deck in the late game, so my goal is just to get there without facing too much oomph, and I'm kind of glad I saved my silence here. I could actually copy it and then way, but
I must safeguard the land.
I mean, I'm gonna trade my Druid here because I don't have the mana to attack the Twilight Drake, but I think that's alright. Obviously, if he Blessing of Kings it now, it's a disaster, but hey. Quite happy trading that for a 4/9 Twilight Drake. It's one of the things with this Druid deck that when it wins, it feels like it absolutely destroys its opponent. But when it's behind, it's really difficult for it to come back. Okay, couple of options here. I think the best option is keep the Pally's board clear and keep Pally's board clear and just make a Yeti. Oh, I can't make a Yeti, can I? Idiot. Never mind. Just keep the Pally's board clear then. Seem to have real problems actually adding up at this point.
Truth is my shield.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so again, a couple of options. I actually don't mind making my own Faceless here, making my own Sunwalker. The other option is copy it, then take the shield off.
I wonder.
I don't actually hate that. I'm going to copy it and then take the shield off.
For the wilds. Job done.
This way it sets up for potentially 2-for-1ing him with swipe. Also, I can potentially run a Druid of the Claw in there or something along those lines. I would like to get up to Azure Drake's swipe if I possibly can. That's going to be a pretty, that's going to be a pretty big beating if I manage to do that.
I wonder.
But yeah, the Druid Ramp deck really isn't short of beef, as you can see here. Owl?
Let me think.
Hammer of Wrath?
Follow the rules.
Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, let's see what we draw. Innovate, okay. So I can power Ysera out. I can also... I can actually Azure Drake swipe, which I think is probably what I'm going to do here.
I wonder.
Justice shall prevail.
Again, that clears his board and it leaves me with a taunt on board. So I've got a little bit of board advantage now. That's fine. Yeah, that was pretty much always going to happen. So again, couple of choices here. Sunwalker's a really good draw. For me, it's either Sunwalker or possibly Ysera. Pally, he's probably still got both his equalities, so I really don't want to run my Ysera directly in there. I actually think drawing a couple of cards and then just hero powering up is also fine here. And this is why there's a Gadget San in the deck, because those two might as well have been blanks. I could also have innovated into a Yeti there. But I don't want to give him too much value with Equality Consecrate.
Justice.
Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Pally decks tend to be very, very heavily built against aggro, so... Let's see. I can go directly for his face and put a Sunwalker down. Kill this, but I'm not too sure how much I like that. I can put a Taunt Druid of the Claw down. I can also draw a couple of cards with these wild growths and see what's up. I do have an Innovate in hand, so I'm not really too worried about what comes. Swipe's an awesome draw. Now, got to think again. So if I swipe this... I'm really looking for one of my Mark of the Wilds here, to tell you the truth. Got 13 cards left. Okay, we'll draw another card.
Time waits for no one.
And I don't get it, but that's actually a really good draw, so...
Have enough now.
Yes, I do. Okay, so we're giving him quite a bit of value with Equality Consecrate here, but we do have follow-up. Other things, you feel if he had Equality Consecrated, he'd done it by now, but it's not like people don't slow play. So I just really want to bait that combo out of him before I start heading down the route of throwing my legendaries into play. I mean, if he doesn't have it, he can effectively sack his board to kill my 5/10, but... Probably follow it up with some Wookiee. Yeah, there's the equality, and I think Consecrate's coming after it. Huh. I mean, equality isn't that awesome against a deck with those swipe and druid power.
I must move quickly.
Make something with 4 toughness.
Shields up.
Fairly odd place to put. Oh no, it's fine. Just put it there. But once again, we're going to wipe his board, and I will play Sunwalker. So we've got 1 equality from him. So we need the second one from him if we can get it. Twilight Drake's fine. Yep. So what can we do here? We can take the shield off.
For the wild.
Okay, so we take the shield off that, and I think that we make another one of these. Bit of a yawn fest, this one, because it's pretty much Pally and Druid just staring at each other. Both decks have a ridiculous amount of life gain and protection, and really, he's bled both my swipes, so now I'm trying to bleed both of his equalities. During a silence would be pretty awesome. Got 1 left in my 10 cards.
Let me think.
Okay. With Alex Strasser, I actually have more of a 1-turn kill job on him.
Shields up.
Okay, so he's shielding up there. It's not really going to help too much. So, what have I got here? It's the first thing we do. I think
Justice shall prevail.
I'm actually okay with going Druid of the Claw
Where shall I strike?
and healing up my 5/10. And I'll just armor up and not punch his guy. Punching his guy seems irrelevant at this point, so armoring up's fine. Again, Equality Consecrate wrecks me here, but he's got to draw it. He has just drawn 4 cards, so I am a bit worried that he's got it. Yeah, there we go. That's his second Equality gone. So, yeah. Sad times. Probably could have avoided that by just not playing the Druid of the Claw.
Reporting for duty.
Right. I think I just make 2 Yetis and punches for 1. So he's not got any further Consecrates. True Silver Hammer of Wrath kills me here. Probably got it. If he doesn't and hits me down, I can reset my life total with Alex Strasser.
Follow the rules.
Okay, so he doesn't have True Solar Hammer, which is always nice. But he probably still has me dead. Okay, so I can't attack with my 4-5. Okay, so... Oh. I'm on 8. He's got 5 cards in hand. I have to give him the cards. The board's too threatening. Possible I can actually fatigue him out, but...
I got the best deals anywhere.
7 cards left. Okay. Let's give my gadgets and taunt. I'll armor up and kill his Sun Fury, because that keeps my gadgets and alive at least on board. Attack Consecrate.
Do you like to play with
While
fire?
Pyro attack Consecrate. Oh, Jesus. That has killed me, right? Not quite, it looks like. Okay. No pressure.
Reporting for duty.
Well, I guess we just do what we gotta do. You ever feel like you're fighting a really badly losing battle?
Truth is my shield.
Reporting for duty.
Well.
I will mourn your
Yeah, I
death.
can't attack that, so... Shield's well and truly up.
Your magic shall not save.
Good game. Good game. Hammer. He's got True Silver as well. Okay. But yeah, as I said, that pretty much was 2 slow decks fighting each other, but one of the slow decks worked properly, i.e. gained a lot of life, and the other one didn't ramp. So, not really too much I can do about that. But never mind, we will keep going.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
See if I can actually... Holy crap, it's a ramp card! I'll keep the Yeti and... Wow, it's a hand that doesn't do absolutely nothing in the late game. Sorry, early game even. Speaking of doing nothing, I'll just play with stuff while this mage decides if she is turning up or not. A lot of dust underneath this rug. No, there you It can't be that hard. Turn 1 Yeti? Okay. Probably why Yeti's a little bit better in this deck than Druid of the Claw. Not Druid of the Claw, Twilight Drake, because you can just ramp into it. Mage can of course deal with it. She can just have Frostbolt, shoot it. It's like, it really cannot be that hard. You have 2 mana and 5 cards in hand. Play one of the cards in your hand.
It's time for a little blood.
Holy crap! Managed to actually cast a 2-drop. And obviously I'm going to Wrath so I can keep my Yeti on... keep my Yeti on full health. And basically leave the mage to cast Fireball on it. Yeah, there's the Frostbolt. It's like... I'm not sure why these things take forever, but... Gain an empty mana crystal off that. Is there anything at 5 I want to ramp into? Maybe Druid? Druid and Nourish. Okay, fair enough. And also the fact that it gets me to my legendaries a bit quicker. Okay.
I wonder.
Yeah, so do I. I wonder how you're taking so long over every decision when it seems perfectly obvious. I do quite like these card backs, although I think that everyone will be playing the Black Temple card backs when they come out.
What to do?
I think they just look cooler. Yay! Finally did something. Okay, I don't have a decent trade here. I could silence this, but I don't really think that that's that great either. I'd rather have the opportunity to top deck into an Ancient of Law next turn.
For the wild.
It just gets me up to like my 7 drops, of which I have 4, and my like 1 8-drop and 2 9-drops. Okay. Well, there's the Ancient, but I think that Swipe is just better here.
For the wild.
Doesn't give him a high power or her a high power flame strike, and it just lets me control the board a bit. The aim is to just make the Ancient, hope it survives, and just like punch through. Although it's unlikely it survives now. But drawing 2 cards is fine as well.
Job done.
Okay. He's not used either of his polys yet, so that seems like a bit of a waste. Well, no, it's not really, because he gets to keep. Yeah, I'm not too sure Yeti's going to be. I'm not sure Yeti's going to be that much of a big deal. Let's see. Yeah, him not using either of his polys is really.
I must safeguard the land.
I actually prefer this.
the wild.
Because this will make him use a poly if he has it, and I want to bleed at least one of his polys before I start chucking down legendaries. Okay.
Shields up.
Okay. Time to start throwing down the big guns. Do I really want to bother hitting this? Probably not. Let's just armor up. Yep, there's one poly. Okay. Can I wait much longer? Now I can shoot this, kill it.
I wonder.
I can swipe this, hero power this. Silence this, is that better? Probably is, actually.
For the wilds.
The other option I have is shooting this, but that relies on this living,
I must
so
safeguard.
I would rather actually silence it so I can't be frozen and not use my and be unable to use my hero power.
My eyes are open.
Okay. Wow, he just went straight for me, huh? It's got this sort of awkward draw here. So I can trade here, make Ysera and pray. Ysera dies to two guys fireball. He's already used one fireball, one polymorph.
Feel nature's wrath.
Yeah, I think I've just got to do it.
Dream the world trends.
And if he has the poly, he has the poly. Oh no, he's got a Ysera. Okay. This goes back to his hand as Ysera, doesn't it? That's a bit irritating. And I don't have a way of pumping his guy up. So I'm going to make him cast Ysera again, because at least that... and I'll have two Yseras.
I shall bring you rest.
For the wilds.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Job done.
Okay. Emerald Drake 7/6, Laughing Sisters 3/5 can't be targeted. This is the weirdest game. That's Ysera that's in his hand there, so...
I dream
Yep, okay.
the world trends.
Now then. And I'm on 8. Go to 8, lose to Pyroblast, but I'll lose to Pyroblast anyway.
I wonder.
I can set him to 15, but that doesn't kill him. I can set me to 15, which is probably what I'm going to have to do. If I set me to 15, I lose to Fireball. If I kill his Ysera with mine, I probably lose to Flame Strike, which kind of blows. Oh, yike. So kill his Ysera, mine both survive, he Flame Strikes and murders me. Yeah. These two survive Flame Strike.
Time waits for no one.
Okay.
I shall bring you rest.
These two.
For the wild. Job done.
I think either line I had, I lose to Fireball there. This way he's just dead next turn. Well, Flame Strike kills one of the Yseras, not both. Awkward moment. And he can't shoot that.
Is there trouble?
Okay. So his attack is 3-5 into Ysera and 2-3 into... Yeah. Wow, he went face. Did he lose because of that? What's he on?
What to do?
So I go Ancient of Lore, put me on... No. If I'm going to follow that plan, it's Alex.
Game.
I shall bring you rest. I bring life.
And just to make things a bit easier for me, I'm going to return his Water Elemental. And Nightmare should be lethal. Late game foolishness brought to you by Caravel Gaming. That's fine. Damn it. Stupid Alex. I think he's dead. So 6-9 Druid of the Claw, yeah. Wow.
Where shall I strike?
I'm not going to BM him or anything. That was a heck of a game. So, I think at this point you've basically seen everything that you want to regarding this Druid deck. I think I've gone for about an hour. Right, I think I'll play one more, and then we'll cut this video off. But yeah, when we've done videos in the past, it's basically been a case of trying to get up the ladder as fast as you can. I wouldn't recommend it with this deck, because as you can see, we've got, 3 games in a very long period of time.
I must protect the world.
And this is gonna suck hard.
Will rise against you.
Do I just want to ramp like hell? Okay, let's see what we can get off of that. Wow. Both my 9 drops.
My greeting.
So at least this one won't take too
My
long.
greetings.
And he's playing Shields Up Druid, so if he has a silence, I am actually dead at this point. Does he have an owl? No, he probably has a Sun Fury. But we'll take advantage of the lull and just drop a Yeti in there. Must have a Sun Fury or a Defender too. Oh no, he didn't coin in, I suppose, so...
Shields up.
Yeah, there we go. The slow is on. I'm actually fine with not attacking here. I'd rather develop my board.
Where shall I strike?
It's like I am ahead on mana, so I see no need to go nuts. It's fine. Could Healing Touch in hero power, but then I lose my Yeti to his hero ability. So, again, we're just going to ignore the Ancient Watchers until the time's right. So I can either silence them or have a swipe of my own. Okay, well, he's used both his swipes. I'm perfectly fine with all of this. Again, no point in attacking, so let's just make a 5/10. Now, he does have silences, but I still manage to... I'll still be able to trade off our board. And okay. Again, this is fine. Yeah, actually. Now I am fine with this.
For the wild.
Do I want to get up to 10 already? I don't think I have anything. 10. I can Nourish and Druid of the Claw. Okay. I'm cool with that. So now he should start dropping Ancients here. Yep. Ancient number 1. Yep, okay. Actually.
I dream and the world trembles.
Let's just try and bury him under Ysera. Keeper of the Grove would be a very, very good card for you to have round about now.
Is my shield.
Okay. As I said, Keeper of the Grove is a very, very good card to have about now.
Safeguard the land.
I shall bring you rest.
6 mana, Sunwalker.
Is my shield.
And this is the part where the ramp area of this deck really starts getting out of control. Because I'm 2-3 mana crystals ahead, I've managed to power out my Ysera, and he is actually dead next turn if he doesn't put a taunt down, which he should do because the whole deck's based on shields.
I wonder.
Okay, he takes the shield off. Well, he's not dead next turn, but he was close. Okay, shield and Mark of the Wild as well. Wow. Okay. I think this is a fairly obvious play.
I shall bring you rest.
Ysera a bit good, who'd have thought?
I don't have enough mana.
Don't have enough mana, eh? Have some mana.
Trouble?
Not even silence saves you here. To be honest, I might...
I can see.
One thing I was potentially thinking was putting the Force of Nature Savage Roar combo in. Mainly also because Alex Strasser Innovate Savage Roar is often going to be lethal as well. So sometimes you might just want that combo in the deck. I'm not quite sure where I would fit it in though. So let's just have a quick look. I'll just put the deck list on screen again here for you guys. Ideally, I would want one less Azure Drake, probably one less Sunwalker, and I would want a Blood Mage and a Cairn in the deck. But aside from that, I actually think, you know, this deck's okay. I'm not too sure how much I'd like laddering with it, just because it takes so long. You know, we have various flavors of Druid going along. This is the Token Druid deck, again, very reliant on Innovate. And I also have an even more... This is like even further to the boring side, where it's... this deck is just simply shields up, and that's pretty much what we were against last time. And as you can see, it pretty much loses to the to Ramp Druid, because Ramp Druid gets to its Ancients like a couple of turns earlier, and generally just snowballs that advantage for the rest of the game. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Hope that you guys will enjoy seeing us playing some Constructed and laddering up. Until next time, this is Boomer for Caravel Gaming, and thanks very much for watching.